game, so it's going to be kind of quick. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. So we got the Chicago White Sox at Baltimore Orioles at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. We got the weather at 93 degrees, 10 miles per hour out to center field, which gives us a plus 22% for some home run action. And of course, we got Eric Fetty for the White Sox with a 6.0 K9 rate, ERA 4.34, FIP 5.59, and a WHIP at 1.42. And we got Trey Gibson with a 7.4 K9, 5.64 ERA, 5.64 FIP, and a WHIP of 1.65. Now, starting with the Chicago White Sox batters, we're going to be taking a look here. First, I'll do my home run spot, and then my next two that I like will be taken for hits, total bases, or HRR. And so, looking here, let's see who we got. Our highest home run probability right here is obviously Colson Montgomery, but again, that strikeout probability is just keeps me away from him. But he is a good spot for a home run. He's a hard hitter. But if I had to go for someone for a home run in this spot today, I would look at. I'm liking. Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi. He looks like a good spot to me in that for a home run spot for Chicago White Sox. Andrew Benintendi looks like a good spot. I like him. I like. I like Sam Anatashi. I like him for total bases HRR. I like him for total bases HRR. And I'm also liking Tristan Peters here for total bases HRR. So yeah, those are my three guys for that. Is Andrew Benintendi for the HR spot, Tristan Peters, and Sam Anatashi for total bases HRR for the White Sox. Let me see. And then for the Baltimore bats, I'm liking Sam Basallo looks good today for the HR spot. Yeah, he looks pretty good today. Sam Basallo looks good today. I'd have to take Adley Rushman again today for total bases in the HRR spot. And also, Blaze Alexander sold me yesterday. Blaze sold me yesterday for one hit. But like I said, he looks good again today. So, could run him back. He sold me yesterday, but could run him back, honestly. But if anything, I like Jackson Holiday as well. Yeah, I like Jackson Holiday. So it's either run back Blaze Alexander for the total bases HRR today, and also I'm liking Jackson Holiday as well for that spot too. So those are my three for those games. All right, then moving on to Pittsburgh Pirates and Philadelphia Phillies. Pirates did their thing yesterday. Started off 5-0, and then they rallied back. Think had 11 runs. So today against Pittsburgh Pirates and Phillies, we got 91 degree weather with 11 miles per hour. Winds to the center field, making that a plus 24% home run spot in this today's game. Pittsburgh Pirates are starting Bubba Chandler with a K9 of 8.3, ERA 4.42, FIP 4.70, and a WHIP of 1.39. We got Philadelphia Phillies starting Christopher Sanchez with a K9 of 10.4, ERA 2.13, FIP 2.43, and WHIP 1.11. And looking at the bats, Christopher Sanchez is definitely a great pitcher. Kind of been in his slump lately, but he's definitely due to, bounce back. He doesn't stay in a slump too long. But looking at this data here, for the home run spot, I'm liking Brian Reynolds. I'm liking Brian Reynolds for the home run spot. He's looking real good there. And then I'd have to take Ryan O'Hearn for the total bases HRR. And then I'd have to take Jake Mangum for total bases HRR. I like him in that spot. So Brian Reynolds for home runs, and then Ryan O'Hearn and Jake Mangum for total bases HR for the Pirates. Then looking at the Phillies, Bryce Harper and Brandon Marsh, they went back to back yesterday. They were doing their thing. A lot of people are liking Kyle Schwarber today. But like I said, Kyle Schwarber is definitely the either he's going or he's striking out. So you seen how that was yesterday, but he didn't go yesterday. So I'm kind of staying away from Kyle Schwarber. Plus, his odds are going to be, chopped anyway. So from the looks of it, it looks like Bryce Harper can go back-to-back days. So I'll take Bryce Harper for the home run spot. And then for my total bases HRR, I'm liking and Mendoza Sosa. I like him, but I don't think he played yesterday. I don't know if he's going to play today. So if he's still in the starting lineup today, I like Mendoza Sosa for hit, total bases or HRR. And then I'm also liking Trey Turner. He also hit one out the park yesterday as well, so I like him as well. Trey Turner for total bases HRR. So Bryce Harper home run, Armando Sosa, and Trey Turner for total bases HRR. And we go to the Rangers versus Cleveland. We got 91 degree weather, 10 miles per hour winds and from center field, which gives us a plus 9% home run probability in this game. Texas Rangers got Jacob deGrom with a K9 of 10.8, ERA 3.55, FIP 3.65, WHIP at a 1.03. Cleveland Guardians have Tanner Bybee at K9 7.6, ERA 3.78, FIP 4.63, and a WHIP of 1.14. And looking at the Rangers bats today, looks like it's a lot of strikeouts here from Tanner Bybee. Got a lot of strikeout potential here against these Rangers bats. But But let's see. If I was to say a home run spot, it'll have to be Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson for the home run spot. And then total bases, HOR, I'd go with Brandon Nemo and Josh Jung. Yeah, Brandon Nemo and Josh Jung. And if Nicky Lopez play, he looks good for that spot as well. I don't know if he's gonna start today or not, but if he starts, Nicky Lopez looks good today as well. So that's a good spot. Jock Peterson for the home run. Brandon Nemo and Josh Jung for total bases HRR, and Nicky Lopez if he starts is also a good spot as well. So we go to the Cleveland Guardians. Um, for the home run spot, I've been chasing Chase DeLauder because he just came back, and he's a hard hitter. I think he just got to get back in his groove, and any day could be his day. But he looks great today, so I would go with Chase DeLauder for a home run in that home run spot. And then for the total bases HRR, I'm gonna have to go with Travis Bazana, and then um, I like Austin Hedges as well down here. So yeah, Austin Hedges and Travis Bazana for the total bases HRR spot, and then I would take Chase DeLauder for the home run. So yeah, those three are good to me. So on to the next game. We got Detroit Tigers at the New York Yankees. We got 86-degree weather at 9 miles per hour winds out to center field, which gives it a plus 16% home run probability in that game. On the mound, we got Tyreek Skubal, one of my favorite pitchers. K9 at 10.0, ERA 3.32, FIP 3.20, WHIP 0.99. New York Yankees, we got Cam Slitter, K9 10.6, ERA 1.62, FIP 2.28, and a WHIP 0.92. So this is the battle of some great pitchers, two great pitchers. Cam Slitter, he's been on a roll this year. Tyreek Skubal, y'all already know Tyreek Skubal. So this probably will be a great game, for as long as they're in. I'm hoping it will be. Um, probably not, probably not the highest scoring game, at least in the first 5 innings while they're on the mound. Because, Tyree Skubal has been letting up some runs, but I think he's gonna bring that back down. Um, and also, he's been kinda unlucky as well. Cam Slitter, he's just been on the roll. So, like I said, I think this game will just be a pitcher duel. So, looking at the bats for the Detroit Tigers, um, if I had to pick a home run for the day, um, I'm liking the easiest ones. I say the easiest best to make in MLB. Honestly, I have to say HRRs. His runs, RBIs are probably some of the easiest ones. Finding a good batter, with a good matchup, and going at his hits, runs, RBIs to do either three, I would say those are the easiest ones. And a lot of times they have great value too. So looking at the Detroit Tigers for home run, of course Dylan Dingler looks great. He hasn't really been hitting the ball. He hasn't really been hitting the ball like that as far as out the park, but you know against this pitcher, I don't know, but I mean, from the looks, I would have to go with him for the HR spot, for the home run spot. And then for the total bases, HR, I'm down here at Kevin McGonigal. Definitely a great hitter. Not biggest on the home runs, but he can hit the ball and make sure he gets on base. So total bases HR for Kevin McGonigal. And then also I'm liking Colt Keith as well. So Colt Keith, Kevin McGonigal for total bases HR, and Dylan Dingler for that HR spot. And then for the Yankees, as you know, Paul Goldschmidt just faced Tyrese Skubal a couple days ago. Hit two off of him, first at bat and second at bat, I believe. So Paul Goldschmidt really has Tyreek figured out. Um, Now I don't know if Tyreek lets him get a home run off of him like that again. But he is obviously got him figured out, and he is in a good spot. Um, so Paul Goldschmidt definitely a go-to for the home run, but you can also take him for the HRs and the hits and the total bases as well. And then somebody else I like for total base, Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger for total bases, HRR. Um, and then Jose Cabero. Jose Cabero, I like him for total bases, HR as well. So Paul Goldschmidt for a home run, Jose Cabero, and Cody Bellinger for total bases, HR. All right, next game. Next game we got New York Mets and Toronto Blue Jays. With 85-degree weather, 12 miles per hour winds out to center field, giving it a plus 21% home run probability. Mets got Nolan McLean on the mound, K9 10.7, ERA 4.03, FIP 3.76 with a whip of 1.12. Toronto Blue Jays got Kevin Gossman, K9 8.8, ERA 4.36, FIP 3.85 with a whip of 1.19. And looking at the Mets bats, off tops Juan Soto. Juan Soto, home run spot, HRR, total bases, whichever one you want to take for him. He's in a great spot today. And then, so I'll take him for the home run spot. And then for total bases, HRR, I'm liking Carson Bench. Carson Bench for the total bases, HRR. And also Jared Young. So Jared Young and Carson Bench for the total bases, HRR spots. All right, Toronto Blue Jays. For the home run spot, I mean, you can look at these top ones, but Kasuma Okamoto, he's definitely a strikeout prone, and he's one of those ones you're either gonna hit it or he's striking out every at bat. So if I had to go for a home run spot here, I'm liking. I can go down to these. I'm liking Ernie Clement for. Yeah, I'm liking Ernie Clement for a home run here. He's not in the top on the Blue Jays, but he can definitely get it done. So I'm liking Ernie Clement for the home run spot on the Blue Jays. And then for total bases, HRR, I'm going to go with Nathan Lukes and also Yohendrick Pinago for the total bases, HRR. So home run, Ernie Clement, Nathan Lukes, total bases, HRR, and Yohendrick Pinago for total bases, HRR for the Blue Jays. All right. On to the Washington Nationals at Boston. We got 82-degree weather, 17 miles per hour out to center field. 25% home run probability this game with that weather. Washington Nationals got Caden Cavalli with a K9 of 9.6, ERA 4.0, FIP 3.6, WHIP 1.43, and then we got Connelly early at K9 at 9.0, ERA 3.59, FIP 4.79 with WHIP of 1.25. And for the home run spot, I know James Wood hit one yesterday. Like I told you, he was either going to be striking out or hit a home run. And first at bat, hit a home run. So he did his thing. But for the home run spot today, I'm liking Curtis Mead. Curtis Mead, I'm liking him today for that home run spot. He looks real good today. So yeah, I have to go with Curtis Mead for the home run spot, Luis Garcia for the total bases HRR, and Keibert Ruiz total bases HRR for the Washington Nationals. And for the Boston Red Sox, I believe Contreras. I believe that was him that got a. Yeah, I think he got ejected yesterday for something. But for the Boston bats, for home run spot that I like, let's see. I mean, Caleb Durbin can go back to back. Caleb Durbin can definitely go back to back. I'd give him the say so for a back to back today. So Caleb Durbin, total bases HR. I'm liking Anthony Siegler, and also Connor Wong. Connor Wong. He's doing pretty well hitting the ball. So Connor Wong, total bases HR. Um, Also Cedane Rafaela. Cedane Rafaela as well. I could take him as total bases HR. Anthony Siegler and Caleb Durbin for the back-to-back home run today for the Boston Red Sox. All right, and we got St. Louis Cardinals at the Atlanta Braves. We got 96-degree weather at 6 miles per hour and from center field, which gives that 11% home run probability rate in this game. St. Louis Cardinals, we got Matthew Liberatore, K9 8.1, ERA 5.56, FIP 5.33, WHIP 1.58. Atlanta Braves have Martin Perez, K9 7.5, ERA 3.0, FIP 3.98, WHIP at a 1.12. And looking at the St. Louis bats, I'm liking. Let's see. I mean, Jordan Walker looks good. It's just, again, he's one of those strikeout prone home run hitters. If he's not hitting a home run, he's striking out. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to pick anyone for a home run spot, let's see. Let's see. I mean, Lars Nootbaar. Lars Nootbaar is a sleeper down here. You know, I like Lars Nootbaar for the home run there. So Lars Nootbaar, he'll get my home run shout out. So Lars Nootbaar home run, and then total bases HR. I'd have to go with Nathan Church for total bases HR, and let's see. I say. I I say Blaze Jordan. Blaze Jordan or Alec Burleson. Either one of those look good for total bases HR. But the home run spot definitely going to Lars Newbar for me. I'm liking this spot that he has. So Atlanta Braves. Home run spot that actually just, spoke to me. That I seen right away is Ozzy Albies. Ozzy Albies looks good for a home run spot. For total bases HR, Mauricio Dubon and Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith, Mauricio Dubon for the total bases HR, and I'm going with Ozzy Albies for the home run spot. All right, next game. We got Cincinnati Reds versus the Milwaukee Brewers. 94-degree weather, 16-mile-an-hour winds out to center field, giving that a plus 28% home run probability. We got Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Reds with a K9 of 7.4, ERA 4.81, FIP 4.74, WHIP 1.47. And we have Milwaukee Brewers, Brandon Sproat, K9 9.4, ERA 5.43, FIP 5.14, and a WHIP of 1.35. And looking for a home run spot, I'd have to say I'm liking JJ Bleday today. He's looking real good. Strikeout and K rate looking lower than yesterday. So I like JJ Bleday in the home run spot today. Total bases HRR. I like Nathaniel Lowe. And also Tyler Stevenson down here. So Tyler Stevenson, Nathaniel Lowe for the total bases HR, and JJ Bleday for the home run. All right, for the Milwaukee Brewers, Bryce Turang hit one yesterday. I like him in his spot. But calling for the day, I have to go William Contreras for the home run spot. For the Brewers, William Contreras for the home run spot. And then total bases, HRR, I take Jackson Chourio and Jake Bowers. So that's what I'll take for the Brewers. Those are the spots that I like there. All right, moving on. We got Tampa Bay Rays at the Kansas City Royals. 94-degree weather, 16-mile-per-hour winds out to center field, giving that a plus 29% home run spot. Tampa Bay Rays got Griffin Jacks, K9 8.8, ERA 3.33, FIP 4.54 with a WHIP of 1.31. Kansas City Royals Noah Cameron with a K9 of 8.4, ERA 4.5, FIP 3.5 with a WHIP of 1.32. And he's been hot lately. And Noah Cameron is that spot he'll get it. So I'm going to have to say Junior Caminero for the home run spot. For sure. Junior Caminero for the home run spot. Yandy is good for the total bases HRR. And I'd have to go with Ryan Velarde for the total bases HRR. And then Kansas City, I'm liking Michael Massey. Michael Massey for the home run. That's what I'm liking for the home run spot today for the Royals. And then for the total bases HRR, I'm going to go with Bobby Witt. And then I'm going to also take Nick Lofton. Nick Lofton for the total bases HRR, Bobby Witt for the total base HRR, and Michael Massey for the home run spot. All right, continuing on, we got San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs, a game that sold me yesterday. I took the Padres. You know, that's my city. So I took the Padres. They had me, and I thought that it was 2-2. Thought they were gonna pull it off. Sadly, Seiya Suzuki comes in and walks it off for the Cubs. But we got San Diego Padres. We got J.P. Sears on the mound. K9 is 7.9, ERA 3.18, FIP 4.6, and a WHIP of 1.24. We got Matthew Boyd, K9 11.0, ERA 5.2, FIP 2.68 with a WHIP of 1.36. And for the home run spot, we had Manny Machado yesterday. He looks good again today, but I'm gonna run him. I'm gonna run Miguel Andujar back. Miguel Andujar, for the home run spot. Well, I'm gonna run him back today. I like him in this spot again today. So Miguel Andujar for the home run spot. I'll take Ty France for the total bases HRR, and also Xander Bogaerts. So Xander Bogaerts, Ty France for the total bases HRR, and Miguel Andujar for the home run spot. And then for the Cubs against J.P. Sears, home run spot that I'm liking. Let's see. I say Carson Kelly. Yeah, Carson Kelly looks pretty good. So I'll take Carson Kelly for the home run spot. And then for total base HRR, I'm liking Nico Horner. And Michael Conforto. So Michael Conforto and Nico Horner for total base HR, and Carson Kelly for the home run spot. All right. Next game, we got the Minnesota Twins and the Astros. Minnesota Twins are starting Joe Ryan with a K9 of 10.4, ERA 3.18, FIP 2.88, WHIP 1.03. Houston Astros have Mike Burrows, K9 of 7.3, ERA 5.48, FIP 5.64 with a WHIP of 1.5. And if I take a home run spot for the Twins, I like Ryan Keeler. I took him yesterday. He didn't go yesterday, but I do like him for total bases HR. And I'm also liking Josh Bell. He went yesterday, but I'm liking him for total bases HR. And if I have to take a home run spot, it'll be Brooks Lee. And then, of course, you can go with your Byron Buxton. But I like Brooks Lee for the home run spot for my number one. And then for the Houston Astros, Jordan Alvarez, he looks great against Joe Ryan, but, Joe Ryan is a great pitcher. But if I had to say my first one is I like Christian Walker for a home run. And I would do Jordan Alvarez for the total bases HR. And then also Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena for total bases HR. So HR, Jeremy Pena, Jordan Alvarez, and Christian Walker for the home run spot. All right, next game we got Miami Marlins at the Colorado Rockies. Marlins are starting Yuri Perez with a K9 of 9.8, ERA 4.41, FIP 4.79, with a WHIP of 1.22. We got Colorado Rockies starting Tanner Gordon, K9 8.9, ERA 6.37, FIP 4.16, with a WHIP of 1.56. Griffin Conine went yesterday. I think Otto Lopez went yesterday as well. We had him for total bases HR. But from the looks of it, I mean, pretty much the same people. I'll take Herberto Hernandez for total bases HR. I would take Javier Sanoja for a hit or HR total bases, but really for a hit, I would take Javier Sanoja. And then also, again, Otto Lopez for total bases HR. Colorado Rockies, I'm going to run back TJ Rumfield. TJ Rumfield, I'm going to run him back. He had a deep fly out yesterday. He looks good in this spot again, so I take TJ Rumfield for the home run spot. I'll take Jake McCarthy for the total bases HR, and also if he starts, Trey Johnston for the total bases HR for the Colorado Rockies. And of course, you know, we have Hunter Goodman. Hunter Goodman's been on a run. He's good for a home run, but also, you know, has that high strikeout rate as well. So if you like him, you can take him for a hit, home run, or HR. But I'm liking TJ Rumfield for the home run spot as my number one. All right, we got the Los Angeles Angels at the Seattle Mariners. We got Jose Soriano on the mound with a K9 9.7, ERA 3.32, FIP 4.28 with a whip of 1.32. Seattle Mariners, we got Brian Wu, K9 8.9, ERA 4.26, FIP 3.13 with a whip of 1.04. And for the home run spot, I'm liking, let's see. Jose Siri. Yeah, Jose Siri looks like a good little sleeper down here. I like Jose Siri for the HR spot. I take him. So yeah, Jose Siri for the home run. And then Donovan Walton, if he starts, I'll take him total bases HR. And also Wade Meckler for total bases HR. And then Seattle Mariners, we had Dominic Canzone yesterday. He went yesterday as well. I take him for the back-to-back. Dominic Canzone for the back-to-back home run. Josh Naylor, he did us right yesterday for the total bases HR. I'll take Josh Naylor again for the total base HR. And also Randy Arozarena for the total base HR. But also have to give a shout out to Cole Young. Don't sleep on him either. Total base HR. He also hit 2 home runs yesterday, so he's definitely a hitter. So don't sleep on him. All right. Now we got the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Athletics. Dodgers have Justin Robleski on the mound with a K9 of 5.5, ERA 2.71, FIP 3.69 with a whip of 1.01. Jeffrey Springs, K9 8.0, ERA 5.52, FIP 5.70 with a whip of 1.33. And for the home run spot, we had Andy Paez yesterday. Smacked it. He did us right yesterday. And I think he can go back to back. I think he can go back to back. So I'll take Andy Paez for the home run spot. I take Freddie Freeman for the total bases HR. And I would take I take Shohei Ohtani for total bases HR. But Andy Paez is going to get the home run spot for the back-to-back today. And then for the Athletics, Shea Langoliers sold us bad. But for a home run spot for the Athletics, I want to go with. I like Jonah Heim. Jonah Heim. He definitely do. I like Jonah Heim in this spot. Jonah Heim for the home run. Total base HRR. I go with Carlos Cortez if he starts, and then I'm also liking. Um, I'm also liking. Let's see. I'm also like Henry Bolt. Henry Bolt for total bases HRR as well. I'm liking him. So that's that for Athletics. But for the home run spot, I'm taking Jonah Heim. All right, and then the last game we got San Francisco Giants at the Arizona Diamondbacks. And on the mound for the Giants, we got Landon Roop at K9 9.9, ERA 4.07, FIP 3.01, WHIP 1.29. Arizona Diamondbacks, they don't have a pitcher yet, so we're just gonna focus on the Diamondbacks here. But Ketel Marte, definite, he can go back to back. Looks great here against this pitcher. So back to back for Ketel Marte, home run spot. Total base HRR, Gabriel Moriano, and if he starts, 'cause I don't believe he started yesterday, Ademaro Vargas for the total bases home run spot. And if he doesn't start, I'd like Geraldo Perdomo for the total bases HRR spot for the Arizona Diamondbacks. But Ketel Marte for the home run back to back. And that's the last game there. We went game by game, and hopefully, you guys can find some spots that you like. If it's not the spots that I mentioned, you guys are looking at the spots here and the data here. You can go off of what you like. But like I say, I'm not here just to focus on home runs. There's a lot of value in spots that we miss out on chasing home runs. So make sure you look at your hits. Make sure you look at your total bases. Make sure you look at your HRR. Because even with those, say you do find a great batter that is potential for a home run, even if he does hit the home run, you can still clear those props. But to say, he doesn't hit a home run, now you lost, but he didn't had a great game, and you think he may not have had a great game because he didn't hit a home run, but he got hits, he got RBIs, he got runs. So make sure you take, or he hit a double, or hit a triple, or had 2 hits. So make sure you're looking at all your spots. Make sure you're looking at all your props. And like I said, that's why I gave you guys players that I like for total bases and the hits, runs, RBIs, or just a hit. So make sure you look for those as well. Again, this video will be uploaded on YT. So all you guys that are on here on TikTok and on the other streaming platforms, make sure you guys tap in if you guys missed anything or joined in too late. But shouts out to y'all. Thank y'all for watching. It's H2 Sports. And we'll see how we do tonight. Good luck. And we'll be back tomorrow with the recaps. All right, y'all.